not sure, but it works. So I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it.
We got Roadhog. Use body block.
Okay, so Mei defending Eichenwalde.
You see a point.
We're holding really close, and we're dead instantly. Unfortunate.
The counter to
Unfortunate. So I guess the first thing we can think about and do is scout a little bit. So yes, we're shooting here, we're getting some ult charge, and our Roadhog is actually looking at what's going on. But we need to know as well. And since communication isn't the biggest the biggest or greatest part of playing comp, then sometimes you are forced to scout yourself to see what's going on. And in this situation, the only thing you need to know as Mei is, are they playing Rein Zarya, or are they playing some kind of dive comp, or are they playing like Pharah Mercy? And if they are, then that means your wall is not going to be very effective, because they're going to be jumping, and they're not going to be giving a shit about the wall since they have so much mobility. Which is exactly what happens. So the Lucio jumps over, they have a monkey jumping in and a Doomfist jumping in, like your wall does nothing. And when you see this, like this entire situation here where you get hooked, you might think like, oh, it's unlucky and whatever, but if you would have seen that they have a bunch of dive heroes, you could react by moving back even earlier, because you know that, okay, my wall isn't going to be super effective over at the choke, so it's better that I stay close to my teammates and that we try to just stick together and deal damage safely while trying to build up your ult charge. And then you want to use your wall to maybe split them off when they actually jump in. So if you see the monkey jump in, well, then maybe you can wall right here. So the monkey's stuck inside of your entire team, but he's walled off and he has no jump to get out. Something like that. There are some pretty decent like wall spots. You have this one, you have this one, I guess, and the on the right side of this little thing here. And what else do we have? I guess if someone is stupid enough to try to go for this flank, you have another wall here. And also you can go back even further and hide in this little mini health pack room together with your Ana. And if anyone wants to push you, well, then you have a walling opportunity as well. Okay, we're swapping to Orisa, so we actually get a main tank here. No, wait, D.Va. Never mind. So we get the like counter dive composition.
They res that,
which is decent since they're actually playing dive. Yeah, we're stalling a little bit of time. I would actually not have even bothered with this.
So do we, right?
So since this is a 100% lost fight, and they should probably be getting close to ultimate now. They're all probably around like 70. So if you're gonna go down here and feed your mech just to stall an extra like 2 seconds, you're gonna give all of these guys their ultimate ready for the next fight and make the next fight very, very, very difficult. You actually have your boosters here ready, so you can easily just disengage and regroup with your teammates. You're barely even stalling for more than like a second.
And now we have budget. So
hang on a second. Okay, keep going.
Doom 1. Oh my god.
Oh, by the way, Dead Zone, are you still here? I actually forgot to ask you if you had any questions or anything you were wondering. But oh well, I guess if you didn't say anything, then there were no questions.
have ult.
Okay, we got 2 pretty good kills and we're alive. Oh, so close. So close. That was like a 0.1 second cooldown on the boosters.
2-1.
Unfortunate.
Nice.
Let's go and payload.
Okay, so let's see what happens. Oh, then if we can we actually take a look at what team we're running and what we're running against. I want to see some more tab presses.
Doom 1. Ah, they almost. She's resing.
Stop the Mercy from resing.
Mercy one.
Got Lucio.
It's really good to just poke the Mercy like this, even if she's far away and you only do 1 damage. It's still good because you stop her her passive regeneration from
Winston 1 up top.
kicking or from popping off.
Oh. Their Lucio.
Kicking in, popping off, kicking in. I also do that. I don't know why it's so stupid. When I hear Doomfist punches or when I see Doomfist punches, I try to DM them. I don't know why. Boom.
Nice. Their Lucio.
Okay.
1 up top.
So we have McCree, Junkrat, Orisa, D.Va, and what's our healers?
1 up top.
Brig, Mercy. Okay.
Oh.
We have really
Lucio's
weak
not very
healing. Oh, we pressed tab. We pressed tab.
Oh. Their
Press tab.
Lucio is not very happy.
Nice. Okay. So let's look at the team comps. We have extremely weak healing. Mercy's 50 HPS and Brig's healing is really, really, really weak if we're thinking of it just like this, and especially against a comp that won't necessarily be very close to the Brig if they play smart. So she's going to have trouble keeping Inspire up. So she's only going to have the armor packs. That means, or what that means says to you as a D.Va player, is that you're going to have to play really safe. You cannot go for too many like high ground contests or flanks because we have no long range healing. And if you take too much damage and Mercy spends all of her time healing you, that means that Mercy is not damage boosting your DPSs. So you want to take as little damage as possible and like play safe around your Orisa and McCree because they have a very weak mobility. So like the Junkrat and Mercy can be a little bit more aggressive. They can go on like weird flanks as long as you three stick together and protect each other. And then the Mercy can of course fly to you guys and start healing you up whenever you need. But the 4 of you should be a core, and these guys can go on some more flanks that of course you can assist with if you see that there's a good opportunity for you to do so. And oh shit, I was going to talk about the enemy team.
Oh. Their Lucio is not very happy with.
Oh no, you're so fast. You're too fast.
Oh.
Come on, dude.
Their Lucio is not very happy.
There we go. So the enemy team, they are playing kind of a weird composition. So they have a Mercy and Lucio, which is also relatively weak healing. So as long as you guys like put a lot of pressure on like the Winston, he's gonna have a really hard time finding good engages. And they do have a Roadhog though. They can go on flanks. He has a lot of self healing, so he doesn't really care too much about them having a weak healing. Doomfist is not going to be able to get healed at all. Like the huge downside of their team is that they're running dive heroes with like Mercy Lucio. So the Lucio is going to have to dive with these guys, and the Lucio is also going to have to fly in with these guys. But if she doesn't, Mercy doesn't fly in with these guys, but she instead spends a lot of time damage boosting the Ashe. That means that these guys are not getting any healing, or at least very little healing. So you can take advantage of that by putting pressure on these guys. So when they are diving, if this guy like goes in for the slam uppercut on your McCree or whatever, you can DM, save your McCree, get a kill on this guy, easy peasy. Same thing when the monkey jumps in. If he doesn't have primal, you going in with the boosters, micro missiles, and just like point blanking all of your damage into his face, gonna be insane burst potential. And even if you don't kill him, even if he like survives with 100 HP and jumps out, it's gonna take Mercy like a full, what is it? She has 50 HPS. So if he survives with 100 HP, that means he's missing 400. That's gonna take a full 6 seconds for the Mercy to res or heal. No, wait, 8 seconds. Sorry, I'm bad at math. So that means that someone's going to be out of the fight for 8 seconds. And meanwhile, like, you can still deal damage to these other guys. Like, this guy can't do shit. He's getting healed by Mercy for a long time. And meanwhile, these guys are taking damage. And then the Mercy is going to be like, oh shit, I need to heal these guys now. So when this guy gets full health and he jumps back in, well, then these guys are low. They can't go in. And it just ends up becoming really difficult from there. It's okay, we use bomb just to remake, kind of, since we used it so late in the boosters animation. Didn't really fly very far.
I can't hit you.
Oh, unfortunate. Landing on the high ground would have actually been pretty good, because it gives you time to assess the situation, see what's going on, and then you can drop on whatever target you like.
Does he want me to right click it?
He's went up.
But it ended up working quite well.
I can hear him.
Lucio, come here. Get him.
I need
Oh,
to use
no.
my ult.
Now they have a hands
I'll
up.
use it to reload.
Okay, now they're actually playing a Reinhardt. Booping him away from the Orisa, actually absolutely fine. But how did the Hanzo get so close? That's the question. So we dropped down from the high ground a little bit early. We can probably, or at least we need to pay attention to the Hanzo. Like, we saw the Hanzo right here just a few seconds ago, so we know that he's gonna go high ground, and pay attention to what he's doing and where he's going. So we are probably gonna need to contest him on the high ground. And we are gonna need our micro missiles for doing this. So using your micro missiles like this as poke damage, when a team fight is this far in, like, it's absolutely okay to use micro missiles as poke damage or as shield break if they're really far away. Like, if the Reinhardt was standing over here with the McCree behind him, using micro missiles is fine because you're probably gonna get it back when you actually need it to burst someone down. But right here, you're using micro missiles just for poke damage. It doesn't have a specific purpose, or just like dealing damage to the McCree. But you want to use the micro missiles to try to burst someone down. It's actually insane how much damage it does. So imagine having the micro missiles ready right here. The Hanzo, he overextends. He tries to go for a kill on your McCree. He fails, and he realizes, oh shit, I need to go back. And you pop boosters, pop micro missiles, go into his face, melee him. He's dead in like 0.5 seconds. Yeah, that was unfortunate. The Hanzo survives. They get a rest on the Lucio. Suddenly, we're screwed.
Oh my god, I'm gonna stop doing that.
We haven't used the defense matrix a lot either. And we go for the Lucio, which is the least valuable target right here. Okay, this is actually pretty interesting what we're doing here.
Oh my god, I'm gonna stop.
So, there's a lot going on. We have a rallying brig right here who's attacking a... Is that a Zarya? I'm not sure. Rallying brig at least. We're going to talk about the teammates first. Our Mercy died, unfortunately, so we have no healer except our brig, no sustain. So what this means right now is that this fight needs to end now. Like, this fight needs to end very fast because we have no sustain, they have a lot of sustain, and we actually have a rally on, so we have a few seconds where we're going to be very tanky and where we can try to get a some fat value and damage into their faces. So McCree has a lot of burst damage, Junkrat has a lot of burst damage, so we have the potential, since they have a lot of squishes, to turn this fight around. But what we need to realize as a D.Va player is that since this fight needs to end early, we need to prioritize some very important targets right here. And what do we have? We have Hanzo, we have McCree, we have Mercy right here, and I think this is Zarya, but I'm not sure. Or maybe this is the Lucio, actually. We did go for the Lucio after a while. Let's see. Yes, okay, it is the Lucio. So, how or who would you guys say is the most valuable target to go for here? If you got to decide, you can only pick one. Nobody else. from this angle right here. You can see a Mercy Beam, you can see McCree, you can see Hanzo. Who would you go for? Lucio behind the payload, Ryan over here as well. Fuck, everybody in chat is AFK. Unfortunate. Well then, I'll answer. Definitely one of the most important targets right here, I would say, is one of the DPS or the Mercy. So Lucio, absolutely useless to go for. Reinhardt could be a decent option actually, but we need to deal with the immediate threat of their burst damage right now. Because if we can just keep our Reinhardt and Junkrat alive, our McCree and Junkrat alive, and these guys actually have decent ways to keep a Reinhardt at bay. Like the Junkrat can mine him away and mine himself away. As soon as the Reinhardt gets close to the McCree, he's going to get flashbanged. So these guys are not in immediate danger. Of course, if they get hit by stuff like McCree and Hanzo, he's going to be in danger. But that's what we have you for. We have the D.Va, we have the defense matrix, we have all of our cooldowns coming up right here. So this is actually a really good spot for us. We have a pretty good opportunity, especially since micro missiles, they are actually doing splash damage. So if you micro missiles these guys, you micro missiles and you boost right into their faces, you can probably get a kill, because Mercy can only heal one at a time. And this is going to be too much, especially with the Rallying Brig assisting. You should be able to get a kill here. So the Rallying Brig, instead of going for like these immobile targets, like these guys, they have no way of escaping from a Rallying Brig. Instead, the Brig decides to chase the Mercy around in a big circle, and she deals like 0 damage. She does end up deleting the Reinhardt, which is nice. But you so far have not done much. And let's see what your micro missiles actually did here.
God, I'm gonna stop doing that.
So yeah, you pop micro missiles to deal like 10 damage or like 50 damage to Reinhardt's shield and like 20 damage to the Lucio. The micro missiles is an amazing burst damage tool. Like you can literally one-shot Hanzo or McCree right here with the micro missiles by going close. Like let's actually show you how important this is if we start the game. Overwatch. Oh my god, it's so fucking hot. It is so hot in here. Gifts. Why do I have a gift? What's this? Blizzard Balance. Thank you for competing in the Overwatch Open Division. Oh. Got €9. Nice! Nice. Good shit. Okay. Training. Practice range. Oh, that was not the hero I was looking for. So, like, micro-missiling from far away, like, that did almost nothing. But if you do something like this, let's find a bot with full HP, the bot in here. I didn't shoot anything at all, only micro-missiles. And that was like more than half HP. If you add some left clicks, that's a dead person. It's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage if you're close and if you utilize it correctly while using boosters into their faces. Like even a mercy pocketing someone, like you cannot survive that. That's a burst damage of like 300 damage, and it comes in so fast. Especially if you get some headshots and finish it off with a melee. You can even do some other shenanigans, like if you pop your boosters here, or let's do it on someone that's outside. So you pop your boosters, and then you press melee, so you get some burst damage, and then you can go for another one. Fucked it up though. But yes, something like this, and then we can go up, go down again, melee again. We get some extra burst damage. But the most important part is to, if you want to kill a squishy fast, pop the micro missiles, pop the boosters, go into their face, finish them off with a melee. It is really important. D.Va has a lot of burst damage if you manage to get close.
Oh my god. Oh. Oh.
We're trying.
Yeah, she is.
So somehow the enemy team DPSs didn't manage to find a single kill in like those 10 seconds or whatever it took for you to like try to deal damage to a Lucio and then a Mercy. When you had immobile DPSs right in front of you that are easy targets to attack. Just dealing consistent damage is
Oh my god.
is actually really important.
I'll go behind him.
And to deal consistent damage, you gotta find those
someone go right so
opportunities
I can
where people are low on cooldown or low on mobility, and you know that you can chase them. Now we walk into points, pop our boosters, kill them all.
I definitely did not. Catch out.
Nice.
Someone shoot the mess.
Probably don't need to defense matrix when he's not even looking at you as well. Didn't have the
Right
defense matrix for the storm arrow. You definitely want to save defense matrix for when Hanzo's pop storm arrows in
I'm
general.
1 HP.
Oh, and now, oh my god, the Lucio actually saved your ass.
Right now.
You would have landed inside of the entire enemy team there without boosters ready. If the Lucio
Yeah,
didn't poop you.
They will
But I like that you're a bit more aggressive now. Took a little bit too much of a defensive stance earlier. Right clicker. How can you actually flame someone for using like
doesn't like.
a character's ability? It's so stupid. So good usage of boosters, contesting the Widowmaker. Yeah, just a very small detail there. Since your left click doesn't do a lot of damage, just letting your micro missiles touch her first, so that you get the burst damage before she decides to move away and dodge. But okay, she grappled up to you. That means she's dead. You need to chase. Let's see if we could hear it. So you see the Widow below you. And suddenly you hear the Widowmaker next to you. What does this mean? This means the Widow used her grapple to get up here. Which means you have an 8-second window where this Widow cannot escape. She can't do shit to you except deal damage and hope that she kills you faster than you kill her. Which shouldn't happen. So you gave up a free kill on the Widowmaker to chase a Lucio.
Can't help you, McCree, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Oh my god, you're safe.
And she actually ends up getting a pick on our Briggs.
I'm dead. Oh, boom! Ryan was one. We've got 3 ults.
Are we gonna get the 6k? Are we gonna get the 6k? I believe.
Go.
I knew you would do this. We actually get to. Unfortunate. It actually worked. It actually worked.
Yeah, they're Lucio.
What do you think of the bomb multi?
Right clicker.
Like Jan. Like Jan.
Okay, so now we're playing Reinhardt. Seems good. Nice. Yes. Seems good indeed.
There's like someone behind.
Okay, so we're playing Reinhardt against massive spam damage. And we're gonna push in. Ooh,
He's 1
so
HP.
that does good shit. Now we need to recharge our shield. We lost our Mercy. Our shield's gonna get broken and we're gonna die. Unlucky.
Get counter flashed. Right clicked.
So I talked about this yesterday. About the importance of
He's 1 HP.
being okay with taking it in steps as a Reinhardt. So like you trade 1000 shield health here to get to this area. And now you need to be okay with just chilling for a few seconds around this corner right here. You can definitely, without wasting too much time. Yes, you did lose your Mercy, which is unfortunate. She kind of fed, but you got the counter kill on the Doomfist. So it's still a 5 versus 5. It's still definitely winnable. So you just need to take your time. Take your time when you're playing Reinhardt, and this is especially important if you don't have a Lucio. If you don't have a Lucio, if you don't have a D.Va, you're going to have huge troubles doing these rotations where you try to get close to the enemy team because, well, Reinhardt is slow and his shield is actually pretty weak.
What a 6th sense.
So if you just wait here, you actually started to regen a little bit. You went from 1000 to 1300, but then you start shielding again. And now your shield is going to be low and you're not going to be able to push.
Get counter flashed, right clicked. Ow.
Thank you. There's still fight in me yet.
Okay, now we have a ball. So you don't have a Zarya, you don't have a D.Va, you don't have any like defensive support characters or I mean off tanks, but they support the main tank. That's their role or their job. So you're gonna have to play really defensive here and rely a lot on your McCree and Junkrat to pop off.
Dang. Junkrat 1.
Oh, unfortunate. So yeah, every time they do a long range pin like that, gotta do the counter charge.
Oh my god.
Oh, he already has it. That was actually a nice try with the Fire Strike. There was nothing wrong with that. He had two choices. Either he sends the tire this way or he sends the tire this way, so it's 50-50. Could have maybe waited until you actually saw it, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad.
Okay.
To be honest, I would not recommend playing Reinhardt in a comp like this. You're not gonna get any help. You're not gonna get the support that you need to be effective with this hero. So since you already have a ball, like I would actually say going something like a Winston or a D.Va again would be way more effective. Like D.Va can eat up all of the spam from these guys, and can also help with like peeling if the Doomfist goes for your backline. So yeah, you could probably keep playing D.Va. But let's regroup. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Oh, nice. That's a dead Rhine. Hopefully.
Doomfist.
This is a shatter. There we go. Nice. Huge. Big plays. Enemy Reinhardt feeding. We get the free shatter. That was good. That was good. Okay, so we're swapping to Orisa. Good call. Good call. Or, you know what? Yeah, I guess it's okay because Doomfist is actually really bad against Orisa. If you just wait for your pull until he uses his abilities, he's gonna be a sitting duck. Especially if you manage to cancel one of his, maybe you can manage to cancel his uppercut or his seismic slam with just one of his abilities with the pull. Then he's gonna be even more of a dangerous spot. Bam. Okay, they wipe you with the tire. That's fine. Just regroup. We'll go again. Yeah, Orisa is a lot easier to play because since her shield is cooldown based, it is much easier to understand how to move forward. You just wait for your shield to be ready and then you move forward. Reinhardt, you need to think of his shield health as a cooldown, so when you're low on shield, you recharge. Okay, they're going all in.
I'm dead.
Unfortunate. That was some nasty damage. Good that we don't wake up the sleeping Ryan. Trying to kill a Valking Mercy is a no-no.
Like this far
Especially with Orisa. Really weak against Valking Mercies. that actually ended up going into our favor because the Zen Trance came in so early. They didn't get any value out of it. Your aim is actually pretty good. Your aim is actually decent. Oh wait, are you actually gonna win this game super hard? Body block him with Fortify. That's cool. Now we just need to Fortify. Oh, we get the pull. Huge. Or Fortify, I need Bongo. I mean Bongo.
She's half.
It's okay, this was an easy stomp victory where you don't even get punished or challenged at all. Why, what the hell? What the hell? Or are you actually gonna lose? Oh, you're actually gonna lose. Wow. Okay. How did we lose this? This is interesting. So let's see this again. Your body block is high noon. You get a pull on the Ryan. Like, this should be an easy win right here.
Widow behind.
Oh, the Widow is popping up behind. Is that what's going on?
No, she did. Right dead.
Stop canceling your reload!
There's a trap!
No!
Why is no one on point?
You canceled your reload like 4 times.
Hello? Where is everyone?
And he doesn't kill. Oh no. Oh no, and they have respawn advantage and nobody goes to point. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Hang on.
Widow behind.
I want to see this again. So your Mercy dies, the Widow dies. You get the Widow, you get the BAP.
Right dead. There's a trap!
There was a trap. He dies from the trap. What's our Ana doing? Was our Ana dead? No, she was alive all the time.
No, she did. Right dead.
Oh, you actually line of sighted the Ana. So this was a humongous misplay from you and the McCree here. Like, you already, as soon as you get these skills on the Mercy and the BAP, you're done. Like, this is a victory. You got the pull on the Rhine, you got their healers. They have no way of getting back into this game. You just need to stand on payload, and whoever comes to contest, you kill. This is a really easy. If you guys don't die, but you go aggressive, you try to go get even more kills, clean everyone up, you line of sight your Ana, and that's a GG's. That's a GG's.
What? Oh my god.
Gotta remember that you're the only like card presence on your team since you're running triple DPS solo or tank Orisa. Oh, that was a really early Fortify. Unfortunate. Oh, the McCree didn't shoot him.
He's half. Okay.
Yeah, now this is very difficult because now they're gonna have the defensive advantage where they take control over the high ground, and you're gonna have to deal with like a McCree and a Torb coming in from behind on the high ground that you can't really deal with. So going something like a Ball or a Winston here would be advisable so that you can deal with the high ground, or do a full rotation with Orisa to the high ground to get them off the high ground, go to the payload, and then play from there. Okay, so we try to do it here. Try to go for the rotation around. Oh, they have the window. They have the high noon. You're dead. Oh shit. GG's. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. So yeah, being cocky and overextending when you didn't need to is what leads to your downfall. But and yeah, also thinking about like canceling reload. I think you cancel your reload like 5 times, and it is especially important when you're playing Orisa. She definitely relies heavily on being efficient with her reloads, and when you choose to do so, because she has the longest reload time in the entire game,